What if I told you there's a way to make money while you sleep, and the longer you wait, the more your money works for you? Sounds like magic, right? But it's not. It's something called compound interest, and when you pair it with dividend investing, it becomes one of the most powerful wealth-building tools out there. Today, I'm going to explain the benefits of compound interest and explain how it is realistic to achieve, even if you don't have large sums to invest, and why starting early can make a massive difference in your financial future. Let's jump in. What is compound interest? Compound interest is basically earning interest on your interest. For example, if you take the average return of the S&P 500, which is 10%, if you invested $100 in a year, that money will become $110 the next year. You earn 10% of the $110, which is $11, becoming $121. Instead of just making money only on your initial investment, you're also making money on the growth that piles up along the way. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a hill. At first it's small, but as it keeps rolling, it gathers more snow, gets bigger, and grows faster and faster. At first you might struggle to see much growth as the returns on your investments are not a lot of money. However, don't let this discourage you. This is how tens of thousands of people become millionaires every year, through dedication, discipline, and patience. You might have heard that you need to have $100,000 to see any real returns, and think that it's impossible to reach. However, 100,000 is only the figure used to show when your wealth building starts to take over, not when you start earning good returns. For example, for the average person, it's reasonable to believe that you have $250 a month that you could use to invest. You might think it'd take decades to reach 100,000. But this is where the magic of compound interest begins to take effect. If you invested that money for only 15 years, you would have deposited a total of $45,000. But compound interest would have earned you an additional $59,000. Doesn't sound so unrealistic anymore, does it? That is the power of compound interest. The more you have to deposit, the quicker the returns start to snowball. Once you reach that $100,000 mark, the interest begins to take over. You would go from investing $3,000 a year to now be investing $13,000 thanks to reinvestment and the power of compound interest. The advantages. The beauty of this strategy is that it's relatively passive. You're not day trading, you're not glued to stock charts, you're just holding quality dividend-paying companies and letting compounding do the heavy lifting. It rewards patience and consistency, not luck. Through consistent investment and discipline, you can grow a huge fortune even if you don't come from wealth. One of the problems most people bring up when talking about investing is that it is only achievable when starting with a high amount. While this isn't true, the more you start with, the sooner your investments make reasonable returns. A good idea for speeding up your investment growth is to develop another source of income that can be used solely to build up your portfolio. We live in a world where it's easier to make money than ever. If you already have a full-time job, you could do high-demand side jobs, jobs that require low skill, such as house cleaning, dog walking, bush trimming, even something as simple as cutting grass. Every dollar adds up, and before you know it, you will be even closer to early retirement. So, to wrap this up, compound interest turns dividends from small payouts into a powerful engine for long-term wealth. The key? Reinvest consistently and give it time to work. If this clicked for you, hit the like button and let me know in the comments. Are you already reinvesting your dividends? Or is this something you're planning to start? Remember, the best time to start was yesterday, but the second best time is today. Until next time, keep planting those seeds and let compounding grow your financial forest.